the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we're here with OP Premier Super Speedway Series as they bring you the Bumpy Road 250. Qualifying is underway and several drivers are out on the track, including the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Mr. Reynolds looking to lay down a good lap time as he takes the green flag for his first qualifying lap. Tyler Miller, driver of the number 20, making his way down the back stretch. Miller trying to lay down a good lap. All of these guys feeling the pressure of a good qualifying time. The Bumpy Road 250 not going to be very lenient as far as track position. You have to have that qualifying time, and then you have to work your way forward. If you don't have that, it is a never-ending battle here at the Legacy Daytona track. Thank you very much for joining me at this Daytona track. Kevin Freeze on top of the leaderboard. Richard Kuhn shuts it down. Kuhn finding himself in the top 10. Zach Fritsch in the 12, down on the bottom. And across the line goes the 12 of Fritchie. He is in 8th place. Right now, Hunter Reynolds on top of the leaderboard. Andrew Schroeder in the 48. Looking to lay down a good time here as he's wearing the pinstripes. Schroeder across the line. And he is 17th spot. Anthony English in the 6th. Peter DeBorgia in 7th. Dave Hunt ending up in 13th. John Guerrera in the 59. He is on the throttle. Adam Kilday posting a time good enough for 12th in the 85. The one driver I really wanted to highlight doesn't seem to me to be making his way out onto the speedway, and that's okay. We're not going to make him do a lap, but Rick Sanchez going 2 in a row. Sanchez on a bit of a hot streak. Josh Ball in the 1, out on the speedway as we have less than a minute left to go in qualifying. John Guerrero up into 12th. So with that being said, we're going to step away for the national anthem as Josh Ball is going to cross the start finish line, and Ball ending up inside the top 10.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. I am your host. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and there isn't anyone else in the booth with me that I can introduce. But sooner or later, we'll get someone else in here, and you won't have to listen to me whine and cry about being all alone with nothing but the popcorn. Let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, Hunter Reynolds and Kevin Freeze make up row number 1. Row number 2 going to be Jeff Crosby Jr. and Eric Laurie. Row 3, Tyler Miller and Anthony English in the 44. Row number 4, well, that's Peter DeBorgia in the 41 and Josh Ball in the number 1. Row 5, Richard Kuhn and Casey Gilchrist. Row number 6, Zach Fritsch, Dustin Logston. Row 7, John Guerrero and Adam Kilday. Row number 8, Jeremy Stanley and Dave Hunt. Row 9, Jimmy Reynolds and Jeff Crosby Sr. Row number 10, Zach Workman and Nate Warren. Row 11, Sean McCara and Andrew Schroeder. Row 12, Andy Brigante and Stephen Miles. Brigante, one of our last drivers to turn a qualifying time. Miles getting his spot based off of iRating. That means he's better than Vicente Guerrero and Rick Sanchez, who is in row 13. Row 14, Dan Harrington and Adam Schramm. And Logan Helton in the 63 is the only driver not coming up on the grid. Good to see Logan out here tonight as the field makes its way onto the front stretch. Hunter Reynolds has control of the field the moment the pace car peels off. And into the start zone, here we go. Green flag is in the air for the first time tonight. Hunter Reynolds on the inside, Kevin Freeze to the outside. That big drag race into turn number 1. Side by side, everyone trying to get up to speed, everyone trying to push the car in front of them. And Hunter Reynolds and Kevin Freeze doing all they can to keep the car straight with all that energy being built behind them. Already, Peter DeBorgia dropping down below the yellow line. He is falling to the back. DeBorgia going to the tail of the field here. He will find a spot to slot in. We'll keep an eye on the 41. I do believe that is a planned move. We'll see what happens with the 41 as here they come onto the front stretch. Lap number 1 going to go to Hunter Reynolds. Side by side through turns 1 and 2. The front row remains unchanged. Not a lot of movement just yet in the field. Zach Fritsch, Peter DeBorgia, 2 of our drivers who are dropping to the back. So our biggest movers are the ones who are going backwards. Anthony English losing 12 spots, Zach Fritsch 12 spots, and Peter DeBorgia giving up 17 spots. Those guys all qualifying much better than where they are here on lap number 3. But I have a feeling that is by design. One driver, however, who is on the move, that is the 63 of Logan Helton. Helton with a quick time of a 47.272 so far in this race. And he is working his way forward, already up 11 spots. Josh Ball in the 1 up along the wall. Ball gives him some room, and Logan Helton gains another spot. Put Logan Helton up 12 positions from where he started this race. Logan is definitely on the move. We'll see if he can lay down another banger of a lap. And he cannot. 47.272 still remains fastest lap of the race. It is very early in tonight's festivities. I do not believe that 272 is going to hold out. Somebody somewhere, though, is going to get that fastest lap of the race. No points given for that. Bragging rights, however, trouble through the corner. 2 cars into the air. John Guerrero, Dave Hunt. Their wheels were no longer touching the ground, and our first caution of the night has come out. And this one is going to stack up the field big time. Kevin Freeze, Jeff Crosby Sr., heavy damage on those 2 cars. And let's see if we can figure out what happened here tonight. 3 wide racing, and oh my goodness, there goes the 59. As we ride on board with Jeremy Stanley. A lot of chaos through that one, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened. Let's go on board with the 53 of Dave Hunt. It looks like Zach Workman getting some help to get out of shape there. All right, on board with Logan Helton. As requested by LKH Racing. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Good heads up driving there. Kept that steering wheel underneath him the entire time. It looks like it started with the 31 of Casey Gilchrist getting into the wall. And then everyone checking up from there. So everyone came down pit road with that yellow flag. And Jeff Crosby Jr. wins the race off of pit lane. And I said everyone. However, Dan Harrington is making a liar out of me. That Demon Tech 82 did not come down pit road. We'll see if he hits pit lane this time, but everyone outside of the 82 has hit pit lane. And here comes the 82 onto pit road, and that will mean everyone has possibly made their final pit stop for stage number 1. While we have this moment, let's go ahead and take a look at our race info here tonight. The huge turnaround that Richard Sanchez has done. He picked up 2 wins in a row. Just about 3 races ago, Sanchez was in 23rd spot, just 1 position above the cut line. Then he has gone on a tear. He has moved from 23rd to 10th. So Sanchez is a man on a mission, and he is doing everything he needs to do to lock himself into playoff contention. Speaking of the playoffs, we do have 5 races left to go to set our championship contending drivers. Our stages here tonight are at lap 25 and 50. And of course, you always want to save that one fast repair, and you have to take care of your equipment to do so. That means eyes forward. That means make good decisions. High risk, low reward, not what you're looking for. In fact, I'd say stage 1, stage 2, avoid any of the high risk situations. And then let her eat in stage number 3. Lights have gone out on our iRacing.com Ford Mustang. Really hate that pace car. There's so many more iconic pace cars, and we have this one. It is what it is, though. Here we go. Pace car down and away. Green flag in the air once again, and we are back underway here at the Bumpy Road 250. Stage number 1 still has quite a bit of laps left in it, but the 33 and the 63 have worked their way forward to be out in front. However, the 33, I mean, he just was like 2 spots away from the top spot. But the 63 up 27 positions, and here he is trying to take the race lead here on lap number 7. And Logan Helton to the front, 28 spots in 7 laps. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Logan Helton in the 63 down the backstretch. Hunter Reynolds to the outside. The 26, our pole sitter, trying to wrestle the race lead away. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. Richard Kuhn in the 47. Logan Helton up 28 spots, but another big mover, someone I think we need to talk about. That is none other than Vigente. And he has found himself inside the top 5 after he has gained 21 spots. So he and Logan Helton have come from behind, and Vigente still making some move to work his way forward. Now he tries to push on the golf ball. That is Jeff Crosby Jr. So we have an IROC car versus a golf ball. I mean, there's some aerodynamic advantages with the 33 and the 14 that have yet to be discovered. But we're going to find out how it works right now. New fast lap of the race. The 19 of Zach Workman turning a 47.23. As we go on board with Workman. Zach tucked in behind John Guerrera in the 59. Oh, Zach's from Ohio. Oh, that explains so much. Oh, not only is he from Ohio, but he's in Cleveland. Oh, the only thing worse than Cleveland is Detroit. Oh my goodness. Oh, Zach, I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, the front of the field, Logan Helton, Tyler Miller making some noise in that number 20. Good to see Tyler Miller out here. Miller in his third start of the season and already making his presence felt as he is all over the back bumper of the 63. Ooh, Jeff Crosby Jr. and Zach Fritsch. Big moment between those two, but they're able to hold on to it and keep it going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are creeping up on stage number 1. Let me know who you think is going to win the stage. I do not think that we are going to have another pit stop as we have a torn up Jeremy Stanley. What happened to Jeremy Stanley? That 60 is tore up from the floor up. But let me know who you think is going to win the stage, and let me see if we can figure out what happened to Jeremy Stanley. Oh my goodness. Stanley going for a heck of a ride. Let's take another look here. And oh my goodness, it looks like Stanley maybe had some help from Sanchez. I'm not sure what I saw there. I am trying to get this figured out. Sanchez in the 5. Here we go. Here's a good shot. Sanchez in the 5 and the 60. Oh my goodness, is that a hard hit? Okay, so Jeremy Stanley not going to win stage 1. Hopefully he is hopefully he's under concussion protocol, because holy cow. Logan Helton, Hunter Reynolds lead our field right now. Richard Kuhn, Tyler Miller pushing on our race leaders. I do want to point out Jeremy Stanley has rejoined the race. He's down on the apron. The field is going to swallow him up. His situation not very good. However, he has not gone behind the wall just yet, so Stanley still going to try and get after it. We do have 2 cars out of the race. Casey Gilchrist in the 31 and Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15. Those 2 drivers exiting the race in our first incident of the night, that big stack up that we saw happen. Gilchrist and Crosby Sr. caught up in enough damage that they said, we are done. So an early exit for the 31 and the 15. Eric Lurie in the 071, an OP Racing champion, going a lap down here, finding himself in 24th spot right now. Tonight's race did start 29 cars. 27 are out there on the speedway. Of our 27 racing, we have 23 on the lead lap, and our driver, who has gone 2 in a row, is now the last car on the lead lap. That is the 5 of Rick Sanchez. Sanchez really trying to work with the 85 of Kilday, trying to stay on the lead lap. Stage number 1 may or may not bring out a yellow. But these 2 cars are hoping for that caution flag, because that is the only way they are going to catch up to the lead pack. So the 85 out in front of Rick Sanchez. Sanchez, our 3-time race winner this season. Want to talk about a sleeper cell. This guy, Sanchez, is the perfect definition of a sleeper cell, because like we mentioned at the beginning, he was 23rd in points, picked up a race win early in the season, and as I try and pull up my notes of when that was, Sanchez's first win came in race number 4 back on July 8th. And then Cody Nagels picked up a win. Hunter Reynolds picked up a win. And Sanchez started gaining some ground and found himself 2 races that he could win. And so what an outstanding points haul this number 5 has done. So Sanchez well into playoff contention. He just has to hold on to it for 5 races. Logan Helton in the 63, our race leader. Tyler Miller, Jeff Crosby Jr., Hunter Reynolds, and Peter DeBorgia in the 41, trying to ride high, wide, and handsome. And let me tell you, Peter is the handsome. Oh, trouble! The 48 and the 47 make contact. Yellow flag comes out. Richard Kuhn hard into the wall. Andrew Schroeder pointed the wrong way momentarily. And I do believe that is going to be our stage. Don't quote me on it. We're going to find out here in just a little bit. But Andrew Schroeder making contact with the 47. Josh Ball in trouble. Looked like, oh my goodness, several other cars getting in trouble. On board with Josh Ball, you can see he is fighting that wheel as he gets out of shape, collects John Guerrera in the 59. And Ball able to hold on to it. One last look here. Nate Warren, Andy Brigante involved. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, if nothing else, we've already sent a few cars flying. So Logan Helton leads this field onto pit road. And as close to the end of the stage as this was, I will go ahead and say that Logan Helton is our stage winner. Dan Harrington did not hit his pit box. Hunter Reynolds, Tyler Miller, Peter DeBorgia, Jeff Crosby Jr., and Logan Helton complete the drivers who have come off of pit road. Let's see if we can get a word in with the superstar, our stage 1 winner, Mr. Logan Helton, the kid.
Hello?
All the nicknames.
Hello?
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, you know, I decided to show up because I was bored, so I'm here. And we're stage 1 winners.
The stage 1 winner. You say you're bored, but I'm pretty sure you have some body work to fix.
Do I have damage?
Yeah.
Where?
On your go-kart.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. There is some damage to fix, but the only thing we can fix it with is tape, and we have plenty of that. So I figured I'd leave it for for next week or something.
Okay. All right. That's fine, man. I get it.
Yeah, we dealt with a little bit of a road rage incident. You know, someone was upset with me, and all I did was pass him. So that was fun.
Well, I mean, as a driver myself, I hate getting passed. So,
Yeah, I do too. You know, first thought that came to mind wasn't to just door slam him whenever he passed me the first time, but you know, to each their own, I guess. So we still came out of the race ahead of him, so it's a-okay.
all right, man. Well, here tonight, however, you did pick up stage number 1. Nice job, man. Tell me a little bit about that charge you had to the front of the field.
Oh, you know, we started dead last because I had joined so late. I actually registered with 50 seconds left in the registration. So, you know, started dead last, you know, made it all the way up front, missed that wreck, and we're just chilling. I fell back a couple spots in the pits there because I took 4 tires. I wasn't feeling so great there at the end of that stage. The car was kind of all over the place. So hopefully I have the upper hand here with handling wise, and we can get right back up to front.
All right, man. Well, the lights have gone out on the pace car. So one more time, shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add for this stage win?
Oh, you know, just thanks to you guys at Turn 3 Racing Network for broadcasting the race. I like watching. I like going back to watch the race, and also my family likes to watch it live as well. So thanks to them and all my friends, family for watching. I unfortunately don't have a snack with me right now. However, I do have to thank my grandma's chicken tenders for the pre-race meal, and the can of Coca-Cola I have to my right for keeping me hydrated during this race.
All right, man. Well, nice job, Logan Helton, driver of the 63 from Hall of Fame Racing. He is out there all alone tonight. Logan, thank you very much for talking to us. So now we begin stage number 2. 2 caution flags have flown here tonight. Let's go ahead and say that the house is going to call 7 yellow flags. Keep in mind, stage breaks are the wild card. And if you think that there's going to be more or less, let me know. And I might pay you some internet bucks. As we were going to go green, but do not. Gonna have a delayed start here. Had to go around one more time. All right, well, I'm gonna get a drink real quick. I need some water. I'll be right back. My mic is hot? Nah, I don't believe you. Nah. I don't believe you. Oh, we are live. A pace car's off? No. Green flag is out? Nah, I don't believe you. See, look. Told you were wrong. Green flag is out. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. As we begin stage number 2. Hunter Reynolds, Peter DeBorgia, Tyler Miller, Jeff Crosby Jr., just to name a few of our intense drivers who are at the front of this field. Stage 1 winner, the 63 of Logan Helton, right there as well. Side by side down the back stretch, Hunter Reynolds, our pole sitter. Down on the inside, Peter DeBorgia in the 41. Trying to make some noise in that second lane. He has a powerhouse behind him, the 63 of Logan Helton. Logan, former champion here on Monday night. Part of the Hall of Fame Racing. And the 63 knows how to get around a super speedway. Hunter Reynolds, Peter DeBorgia, Tyler Miller, Logan Helton, Jeff Crosby Jr., and Zach Fritsch all make up the first 3 rows as they are running around about 190 miles an hour. Can't be that bad. Can't be that hard. Anyone can do that. Let's go on board with the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Josh Ball just ahead of him. New fast lap, that is the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. He just turned a 47.17. Let's take a look at a few of the laps he did leading up to this. As we go on board with the 17, he is tucked in behind the 44. So Reynolds turning that 47.174, new fast lap of the race. Stage number 2 underway. This one going to end at lap 50. Big wiggle coming off at turn number 2. Zach Fritsch doing all he can to hold on to that one. We go on board with the 12. He is behind that Roasted Jim's coffee. We got a battle of the drinks in the outside lane. Both drinks well established in all of societies. Someone trying to make the third lane happen. That is Dustin Logston in the 81. Logston up on the top shelf. He has some help from Nate Warren. Warren, big wiggle, almost got into the back bumper of the 25 of Kevin Freeze, but was able to hold on to it. And now we have one driver peeling off for pit road. And then is Adam Kilday in the 85. I don't believe that was a planned entrance on the pit lane. However, we do have a new fast lap here tonight, and that is by the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. Schroeder now clicked in a time at 47.053. Schroeder in the pinstripes, tucked in behind the wings of the one of Josh Ball. Working lap 34 of 100. Three wide battle at the front. The 41, the 63, the 12. all trying to make some noise, all trying to position themselves as good as they can be, heading into the final pit stop for stage number 2. Oh, slicing move by the 12. Zach Fritsch from the top lane to the bottom lane. Right in front of the 41 of Peter DeBorgia. Trouble. Everyone kind of scattering the 26 of Hunter Reynolds down below the yellow line. Is he going to blend back in? He does, but he has lost some ground because of it. Reynolds now finds himself just on the outside of the top 10. Looks like a 3-car breakaway for 5 cars breakaway for pit lane. Stephen Miles, Adam Strom, Vicente Guerrero, Josh Ball, Jeremy Stanley, all peeled off for pit road. Zach Fritsch, Logan Helton side by side through 1 and 2. When will everyone else come down pit road? Our first group has made their stop, and now it is up to the rest of the field to make their stops. Oh, we got one in trouble going through the grass. That is Sean McCara, and he holds on to it. Good driving by the 71 of McCara to hold on to it. Not sure what put him in that position, but the 71 not causing any further damage to the rest of the field. So the 12 and the 63 side by side leading this field. Then it's Peter DeBorgia in the 41, Kevin Fries in the 25, John Guerrera in the 59. That is your top 5 right now. I do not believe anyone can make it on fuel from here except for Adam Strom, Vicente Guerrero, Stephen Miles, and Josh Ball. Those guys all hit pit road. Jeremy Stanley has made a pit stop. He is by himself, so Stanley making his final pit stop of stage number 2. Spit it out, KR. You'll be fine. Our field has spread out just a little bit. We have an 8-car breakaway at the front of the field. Tyler Miller in the 20. Finding himself at the tail end of this 8-car breakaway, but jumps up to the outside of the 81 of Dustin Logston. And Miller now making some moves, working up to the 59 of John Guerrera. Guerrera already having to burn a fast repair. We saw that car all sorts of torn up early on. I believe he was tore up in the first yellow flag we had. The 81 of Dustin Logston picked up his first OP win last Saturday. Unfortunately, I wasn't here for that. Would have liked to have been there for his win. I do want to try and be there for all my OP boys when they get a win. That first win, it's always something special. I don't care at what level of racing is, that first win, always special. So Dustin Logston, congratulations on the first one on Saturday night. Nice job, man. Stage number 2 starting to wrap up. 10 laps to go in the stage. Zach Fritsch, our race leader, the 25, Kevin Fries, Peter DeBorgia in the 41. That's your top 3. Our top 3 last on pit road was lap 24. However, Kevin Fries did come back down pit lane and top off. So he has just a little bit more than everyone else. We'll see if that plays into his favor when they come back onto pit road. Logan Helton surging ahead here as they make their way around Eric Laurie. Logan Helton, our stage 1 winner, finds himself out in front once again. Is he going to come down pit road, or is he going to try and make it to the end of this stage? Keep in mind, the yellow flag does not come out necessarily. The yellow flag doesn't come out for the end of the stage. Now, it will come out if there's a reason to bring it out at the end of the stage. But the completion of lap 50 is not a reason to bring out the yellow flag. So the 63, the 12, most of these drivers getting single file here. And that tells me they are thinking about a green flag pit stop here in the next few laps. 1 driver, 2 drivers still out there on the outer lane. Andrew Schroeder in the 48. One of those drivers. John Guerrera in the 59, the other one. And Guerrera blends in down on the bottom. So we might see everyone hit pit road this time by. And not everyone, but a large group does come down pit lane. Zach Fritsch, Zach Workman, very close to each other. Logan Helton stays out. Kevin Fries, Jimmy Reynolds, these guys all stay out. Somebody's going to be on the right strategy, and we won't know what the right one is until the checkered flags fall. Logan Helton now peeling off for pit road. Jimmy Reynolds stays out. Anthony English, Rick Sanchez, Dan Harrington, those guys stay out. Fries, Reynolds, Helton, Schroeder, Miller, these guys all on the pit road. So as Reynolds takes over the race lead, Anthony English in second, Adam Kilday up there, but he is not on the lead lap. He is multiple laps down in the 85. And they are all going to peel off for pit road. The 17 locks it up big. Trail of smoke behind the 17. Oh, and still locked it up inside the cones. We'll see if he got it wound up enough, but that one is going to be close for Jimmy Reynolds. Meanwhile, of all the drivers who have pitted, Kevin Freeze is out on top, Logan Helton in second, and then everyone else trying to angrily get by. They're gonna fan out, and around they go. Old Fritchie making his move to the front. Jimmy Reynolds, though, down on the apron, trying to gain as much speed as he can. His aggressive entry on the pit road did not result in a speeding penalty. The 44 and the 17 gonna try and hook up here. Oh my goodness, here comes the rest of the field. We're gonna be high, wide, and handsome, tight, 3 wide into turns number 3 and 4. And Zach Fritch takes over the top spot. Jimmy Reynolds can only hold on and try and build all the speed he can. But Fritchie has the race lead. Around goes the 47 and the 44. We stay green, no yellow flag, and now the caution comes out. Richard Kuhn and Anthony English went for a spin, and Zach Fritch is going to pick up stage number 2. Let's take a look at what happened through the trioval. The 47 and the 44 make contact. And Kuhn down on the inside line. He's the only one who really got out of shape, but Anthony English was involved, and that's enough to trigger a caution, a yellow flag, a stoppage of the racing action, and this one coming right at the end of the stage. See if we can figure out what happened. Looked like the 47 just maybe getting out of shape through the trioval. See if we can back this up far enough. Into the trioval, 33, 47. Oh, and the 47 just starts wiggling as he got tight to the 33. And around he goes. So our third caution of the night. This one bringing the 12 to pit lane as our stage winner. We'll let Zach Fritch make his pit stop before we pull him up and start talking to him. Zach Fritch, you got your ears on, bud?
I do, KR, I do.
Oh my goodness, I finally get to talk to you, you superstar.
I guess. I mean, if you want to call it that. I screw over teammates.
Ooh, oofda. Well, as long as you're being safe.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, there was no contact involved. It was just emotionally.
That's fine. It's fine. All right, man. Stage number 2 goes to you, man. Tell me a little bit about how you made it happen.
Just good execution on pit road with the team, and then ended up, fortunately, like I said, ended up telling Workman the wrong lane that we went in for pit road. We were supposed to stay to the middle, but I ended up going too low when he was supposed to go low. So apologize to Workman. I'm glad he was able to stay back on the lead lap after all that, and then yeah, just pushed together all as a line, as a team, and was able to, have that notch forward with that caution that came out. So look of the, well, I don't want to say the Irish because I don't like Notre Dame. That's Notre Shame to me. But I guess luck of the water.
All right, yeah. All right, man. Well, nice job. Stage number 2 is yours. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Once again, shout out to the whole team. Workman, Peter, Crosby, Nate. And just shout out to you, obviously, KR, up in the booth. Hopefully you're having fun. Are you doing randomized, interviews? Like, what? Come on, what's going on, huh?
Yeah, this interview this interview was completely random.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. Well, it should be. I mean, what do? I win a stage probably once in a season at least. I mean, that's pretty random itself,
I've never
right?
seen you do anything of note, so.
Exactly. So, shout out to you, shout out to OP, all of its admins, all the people watching, and my wife for letting me do this, and the family.
Wait, you're married?
Yes, I am.
Does she know this?
Wife. I hope so.
I don't think she does.
I mean, we're looking for a house right now, so I hope so.
Can we get a welfare check on the Fritch residence?
Yeah, hang on. Let's go back to a commercial. Oh, sorry. But yeah, thanks for them, and shout out to Butt Kicker for sponsoring all 3 series. I haven't really talked about them. They're a huge part of this OP franchise, and they've been sponsoring our Saturday ever since I can remember, and now they're sponsoring all 3. So shout out to them.
All right, man. Well, once again, nice job. Congratulations on second place. I'm sorry, stage 2, not second place. I saw the 2 and was like, it must be second.
Foreshadowing something here, right?
Yeah, could be.
I hope I see something at the end now.
Yeah, we could be foreshadowing, but let's be honest, you're not that good.
Maybe if you had another 2 in front of that second.
Yeah,
20 second.
20. All right, man. Well, congratulations on stage 2. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing, so we better get you back up there.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
That is none other than the beautiful Zach Fritch bringing home a stage number 2. Well, that being said, we're about ready to fire them off once again. Green flag is back out here on the Bumpy Road 250. Logan Helton in the 63, battling with the 16 of Nate Warren. Our final sprint to the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our race is halfway over. You've had some time to study. Let me know who you think is going to win this race. I, for one, can't pick a winner. I think we have some very strong drivers, some very strong candidates to win the race. That doesn't mean it is set in stone. Zach Fritch, stage 2 winner. Logan Helton, stage 1 winner. And these guys all getting after it. They all know what's at stake here. Our regular season is winding down, and we are getting close to the end of this. I do want to point out, I do have some point standings before tonight's race started. Now, this will not be accurate because of the stages, but this is how we came into tonight's race. Sanchez with 3 wins, Zach Fritch with 2 wins, Cody Nagels, Ryan Reynolds, and Jimmy Reynolds with 1 win apiece. Those guys very possibly locked into playoff contention as long as they stay 24th or better. And then the best of the drivers who have not picked up a win, Zach Workman, Kevin Freeze, and Nate Warren, those guys coming into tonight's race looking very good. Now, a win from several other drivers could upset this. Let's throw in a win for the 87 of Adam Strom. Well, that pushes out Sean McCara. And then let's say Crosby Sr. picks up a win. We got one car out of shape. Not quite sure who that was. But yeah, a win from these guys below the cut line is really going to shake things up. Our stage winners so far this season: Zach Fritsch looks like he picked up his first stage win of the season here in stage number 2. Logan Helton getting his first stage win at stage number 1. So good job to those two drivers. We'll get them added in, but once we go live, we're stuck with the information we got. We don't have an army of people to make graphics and update graphics. It's just me. Once we go live, it's just me. I will say though, OP does provide all of the points, stages, all of those graphics that we do. That is provided by members of OP. I do want to thank those guys. Our overlays, of course, I've talked about it quite a bit. That is provided by Dustin Logston, a racer out here tonight. Dustin from the Nerditudes. As their logo comes across at the top of the Bumpy Road 250. And of course, I want to give a huge shout out to Dustin for giving me these beautiful new overlays that we're using this season. Talked a little bit about it, but Dustin did pick up his first win in OP this Saturday night. I'd like to say that Dustin picked up the win because of me. It wasn't too long ago before he was not sure if he was fit to compete in OP. I said, man, I think you are. You just giving it a little bit more. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'd like to think that Dustin got his first win because of my stellar advice of, well, keep trucking. And that is not how it went down. Either way, Dave Hunt in the 53 has clawed his way back to the front of this field, dug himself out of the hole that he was in. One of the drivers who was airborne in our first yellow flag, and the 53 out in front, Sean McCara, going on an off-road adventure in the middle of this race. He's recovered from that, now riding in the middle lane as the line leader. Zach Workman in the 19, getting some help from our stage 2 winner, Zach Fritsch. Those guys, high, wide, and handsome, and our pole center right behind them. That is the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. We're working lap 59 of 100, and I absolutely hate to do this, but I'm going to have to. And if we miss anything, I will show it, but I am going to have to step away for just a minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. I know this sucks, but man, I promise, be right back as soon as I can.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for allowing me to have that break. Zach Workman, Logan Helton are race leaders as we come back from that break. So far, 3 yellow flags have flown here tonight. We are working lap 64. Scratch that. Now on to lap 65. Workman and Helton side by side. Logan Helton, our stage 1 winner, had to come from deep in the field to win that stage, up 28 spots to pick up the stage win. Zach Workman up 17 spots from where he started tonight's race to be the line leader on the inside right now. Sean McCara in the 71, pushing hard on the back bumper of the 19. John Guerrero, who has gone through several incidents, if you will, pushing on the back bumper of the 63. John Guerrero really putting up a good fight here tonight, despite everything that has gone on around him. So as they make their way down the backstretch, sorry, I got distracted there for just a moment. The 19 of Zach Workman and the 63 of Logan Helton side by side, making their way through 3 and 4 here. If you guys have enjoyed the show that the drivers have put on for you so far, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let them know that you appreciate all the hard work that they are put into this race. Let me know also who you think is going to win tonight's race. Stage 1 went to Logan Helton. Stage 2 went to Zach Fritch. Who is going to pick up the checkered flag? Let me know who you think is going to win. Also, let me know who you are cheering for. We do have 2 cars out of the race. That is Casey Gilchrist and Jeff Crosby Sr. We have 1 car sitting on pit road being worked on. That is Jeremy Stanley in the 60. We saw Stanley go for a wild ride. Tumbled over and over. Did not bring out the yellow flag. And Stanley has been sitting on pit road ever since. Adam Kilday, Richard Kuhn, Eric Lurie, all these guys, these drivers are also not on the lead lap. As Logan Helton is our race leader. Andy Rigante and Eric Lurie on to pit road. Not sure if this is a planned pit stop out of those guys. If it was not well executed. Here comes Zach Workman. He's down by himself. And I'm a little bit concerned for Brigante. Zach Workman, Zach Fritsch now in. These guys kind of trickling in. They're not hitting together, but the yellow flag is going to come out. And I don't know why. Give me just a second here. Let me look through my timing and scoring. We do have several cars mixed up here. Zach Fritsch, John Guerrero involved again. Jimmy Reynolds gets shunted by the 82 of Dan Harrington. Andrew Schroeder involved. Not sure what all happened there. Let's back that up a little bit more. John Guerrero hard into the wall, causing a checkup. And this one's going to have to go further back. Oh, and the 44 and the 59 going into turn 3 make contact. That upsets the 59. The rest of the field, kind of a chain reaction. Logan Helton gonna win the race off of pit road. Dan Harrington in the 82 does not come down pit lane this time, but I do expect him to make a stop next time by. The 63 of Logan Helton wins the race off of pit road. We'll see how this all spreads out when it's said and done. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the fourth yellow flag of the night has been displayed, but the lights are out on the pace car. That means we are getting ready to get back after it. The pace car down and away. Logan Helton, Nate Warren lead this field to the green flag once again. 4 yellow flags done and over with as we continue to work towards the end of this race. Logan Helton digging hard right now, trying to come away with the race win. Logan Helton in the 63 side by side with the 16 of Nate Warren. Not really side by side there, but when I started that thought they were. Good grief. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 being trapped by the 16. Can't jump up to the outside lane to try and work his way around Logan Helton. All right, so with all of that said and done, 4 yellow flags displayed here tonight. Right now, as things stand, 22 cars are still on the lead lap. Eric Laurie, the only car 1 lap down. John Guerrero, Adam Kill. Oh, Peter DeBorgia sideways. We're going to get another yellow. Adam Schramm in trouble. Dan Harrington, and that all triggered with the 41 of Peter DeBorgia getting crossed up. Our 5th caution of the night coming out. What happened to Peter DeBorgia in the 41? And it looked like he touched the apron. Let's see if we can't back this up a little bit further. 41 to the inside of Kevin Freeze. Maybe back that up a bit too far. That's okay. We wanted to try and see what happened here. And that was some weird contact between the 41 and whether it was some net code or some just a random loss of air. That 41 got out of shape hard as soon as Kevin Freeze dropped down to his inside. Tron, though, really getting a bad bit of it here. On board with Adam Strom as he gets bumped into and ping pong ball around here. As it looks like everyone coming on to pit road. Lights are going to go out on the pace car this time. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. Going to lead this field with Logan Helton to his inside. As Dave Hunt, Hunter Reynolds for row number 2. Row number 3 going to be Nate Warren and Anthony English. So 5 yellow flags been displayed here tonight. Our average is about 9 stoppages of racing. I won't say we're below average, because we still have quite a few laps to go, but things are looking good. Here we go, pace car down and away. Green flag is out once again. Logan Helton, Jeff Crosby Jr. across the line as we begin lap 79. Everyone up to speed. We're gonna have to see these guys on pit road one more time. I do not believe anyone can make it on fuel from here. Crosby Jr. in the 33, battling with the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Reynolds, our pole sitter, finds himself back to the front after a long absence since that 26 sat on pole. Could Hunter pick up? Oh, a hip check from the 16. Oh my goodness, if this was hockey. Woo! Nate Warren muscling out the 26, and Tyler Miller taking over the top spot when it's all said and done. Andy Brigante making some noise. The 13 looking pretty right now as he has Rick Sanchez in the 5 on his back bumper. Mr. Hot Streak right now himself back up front once again. He is balls deep into this battle for the race win. Miller and Brigante, 1 and 2 in their respective lanes. Sanchez pushing on Brigante. Nate Warren in the 16 pushing on the 20. Warren looking for his first win of the season. Sanchez trying to make it 4 wins, as these guys are the ones to watch. They are behind our line leaders. Andy Brigante does clear the 20, but doesn't drop down to the inside. Brigante stays to the high side. Just 3 cars working that second lane. And we're closing in on that fuel window opening to make it to the end of the race. Next time by, that fuel window will open for the drivers who want to gamble to make it to the end of this race without going into green, white, checkered attempts. Yellow flag has come out. And I am not sure, maybe Dan Harrington in trouble here as he has jumped to pit road. All right, give me just a minute here, as timing and scoring does not show me what this yellow was for. Take a look here. Is this? That is not what I thought it would be. I truly do not know what this yellow flag is for. Trying to figure it out. There are a lot of things that can happen. As everyone's coming down pit road, the entire field has hit pit lane. Anthony English, Josh Ball, they stay out. They're going to try and gamble. Tyler Miller winning the race off of pit road. Anthony English, Josh Ball, they're going to try and stretch their fuel. field is racked and stacked once again. The 1 and the 44 did not come down pit road. They are gambling track position over fuel load. Everyone else behind them, according to my calculations, can make it to the end of this race, no matter how many extra laps we have to do. Field making its way through 3 and 4. We're going to get these guys fired off and bring a close to our 6th yellow flag of the night. The house called 7. I didn't see a whole lot of people say over or under because of that. But here we go. Green flag in the air once again. We get back into it. Josh Ball, Anthony English. They are in a position where they're going to have to conserve fuel. But as the line leader, that is very hard to do. We'll see if they can figure it out, if they can pull it off. They're going to have to work together to keep everyone behind them in some form or fashion. Sanchez trying to make a third lane happen. Here comes Jeff Crosby Jr. Already trying to go 3 wide. 14 laps to go. It'll be 13 laps to go this time by. Oh, contact in the tri-oval. Crosby Jr. hard into the wall. Everyone keeps it straight, but the 33 loses all momentum. And Tyler Miller in the 20 has the race lead. He has enough fuel to get this one done. But Miller, if he pulls the 44 or the 1, that is what those two drivers want. They want somebody in front of them so that they can save a little bit of fuel. But Miller needs those two drivers behind him. They are a shield because they cannot run flat out to the end of this race. They are going to have to save a little bit some way, somehow. And here comes the third lane. Rick Sanchez, high, wide, and oh, so handsome. Down the backstretch, Sanchez has his nose to clean air. Sanchez takes over the top spot. Can he go balls deep into victory lane 3 times in a row? Sanchez, Miller, Zach Fritsch in the 12, throw him into the mix. New fast lap of the race, the 25 of Kevin Freese turning a 46.94, and Kevin Freese the only driver down into that 46-second bracket. And Freese making some moves, making some noise. He is pushing the 26, 3 wide. Miller, Sanchez, and Reynolds, your top 3. Here they come across the line. Gonna get 10 laps to go. That's 2 handfuls. That is 2 handfuls, ladies and gentlemen. Reynolds clears the 5, drops down to the middle lane. However, Tyler Miller still hanging tough down on the yellow line. At this point, Miller is trapped below the yellow. He can't do a whole lot just yet. Kevin Freeze in the 25 has Logan Helton on his back bumper. Helton, our stage 1 winner. Zach Fritch in the 12, our stage 2 winner. Those guys working their way to the front. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, our pole sitter. He's up in the mix. Kevin Freeze, a threat to win each and every night that he shows up. We got one end of the wall. So far, everyone sorts it out and we stay green. 8.5 laps to go. Can we stay green? Oh, and we will not. Into the wall goes the 12. Yellow flag comes out. Logan Helton in trouble. Dustin Logston, Nate Warren, these guys all out of shape. Big time yellow flag. Jimmy Reynolds able to sort it out and keep rolling. But this yellow flag is going to shake things up. Hard racing there. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to the field. Already you see the 12 up and out of shape. Sanchez and Fritch hard into the outside wall. Three wide into the corner. And honestly, that looked to me like just some good hard racing. Everyone very close. And just some air stolen off of one car is all it takes in that situation. All right, so yellow flag is out once again. Eric Laurie going to receive the free pass, but he is still not on the lead lap. Still multiple laps down. Lights have gone out on the pace car. We're working our 7th yellow flag of the night. That means we are now into house territory. Logan Detweiler chiming in. How you doing, Logan? Good to see you, buddy. Been a long time since I've seen Logan. Thank you very much for saying hello. Here we go, though. Pace car gonna drop away. The 26 and the 25 going to lead this field into turn number 1. Josh Ball and Andy Brigante going to try and figure out how they can take advantage of the situation. Jimmy Reynolds and Jeff Crosby Jr., these two guys, the 17 and the 33, not too long ago, you could have made the argument that they were out of the race, or at least out of the chances of winning. But our 7th caution came out, and it has put these two right back into it. Here we go. Pace car drops away. The 26 and the 25. Green flag in the air. Away we go once again. Could this be our final restart? 5 laps to go. Everyone looking very solid through turns 1 and 2 as they try to get up to speed. 20 cars on the lead lap with 5 laps to go. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you want to try and win a race here in OP, all you have to do is be on the lead lap. Around goes the 25. Huge stack up. Oh my goodness, the calamity behind everyone. Or I should say, the calamity that just happened from the leader in the outside lane. And we bring our 8th caution of the night. Zach Workman tore up from the floor up. Rick Sanchez in trouble. Anthony English limping on the pit road. And that was a big one late in this race. A lot of race cars got torn up there. On board was Zach Workman. And you see just how quick it can go south. The Borgia able to squeeze through. On board was Sanchez, not able to get through cleanly, but still made it through. on board with the 25. So a late caution, really shaking things up. Lights are out on that Ford Mustang. Josh Ball, Hunter Reynolds on the front row for this restart. Jimmy Reynolds, Peter DeBorgia, Nate Warren, Logan Helton. Here we go for what could be the final start or restart of the night. Pace car down and away. Our 8th yellow flag done and over with. Ball on the inside. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 on the outside. Net Spy saying bug repellent is necessary the further south you will go. However, I will say that the mosquitoes in Alaska will carry you away. They will just pick you up and carry you home and suck you dry. They are big in Alaska. The 26 dropped down to the inside. The one of Josh Ball can do nothing but follow in the tire tracks. Here we go. One more time around. White flag in the air. Final lap here tonight in the bumpy road 250. Peter DeBorgia in the 41 trying to make some noise in the second lane. Oh, and the block by the 26. Josh Ball gonna take advantage. He moves to the inside. Ball maybe having some momentum down the backstretch. Josh Ball and Hunter Reynolds down the backstretch. Who's going to make it into turn 3? Can we get this one done cleanly? Here we go for the final few miles of the race. Side by side off of turn number 4. Hunter Reynolds, Josh Ball in a drag race. Nobody out of shape just yet. Reynolds Ball, Reynolds, and at the line, it's gonna be Josh Ball. Josh Ball picking up his first win of the season. Holy cow. What an outstanding finish to tonight's race. And Josh Ball picking up the win, quite possibly locking himself into playoff contention. Came into tonight well above the cut line. Now has truly picked up a race win. And Josh Ball gonna celebrate on the front stretch, burn it down number one. As Josh Ball celebrates, let's go ahead and take a look at our results. Josh Ball, Hunter Reynolds, Jimmy Reynolds, rounding out your podium. Peter DeBorgia, Andrew Schroeder, your top five. Logan Helton in sixth. Seventh goes to Sean McCarra. Adam Strom in eighth. Ninth goes to Dave Hunt. Jeff Crosby Jr. in 10th. 11th is Andy Brigante. 12th, Eric Laurie. 13th, Nate Warren. Dustin Logston in 14th. 15th is Stephen Miles. Vicente, the Italian Stallion Guerrero, ending up in 16th spot. 17th goes to Zach Workman. Kevin Freeze 18th. 19th, Dan Harrington. Anthony English in 20th. 21st, Tyler Miller. Rick Sanchez 22nd. 23rd, Adam Kilday. Zach Fritsch 24th. 25th, John Guerrero. Richard Kuhn, Jeremy Stanley, Jeff Crosby Sr., and Casey Gilchrist round out our field here tonight. So with all of that being said, holy cow, I have a feeling Josh Ball very excited about tonight's race win. And let's see if we can't get a word in with our driver from Nightmare Esports. Josh Ball in the number one picks up tonight's race win. Josh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was tough. That's for sure. We got 0.29 gallons right now. So.
Well, Josh, the last time you were on pit road was lap 77, and I forget who it was with you that also tried to make that run, but two of you decided to stay out. What possesses you to try and do that?
Well, my teammate's like, oh, no, go in, top off. And I'm like, I just feel like it's been as hard as it's passed tonight and the wrecks that have happened that I was like, I think I can make it if I save, if there's another caution. And then I saw Anthony stay out. I'm like, I got to stay out. Luckily, we were able to stay out and be able to keep it up front. I thank Jimmy for the push, and it's rough.
Well, tonight we had 8 yellow flags. And I'm going to be honest, I really thought we were going to get one more of those yellow flags to end this one. However, you still have to push when it gets down to this nitty gritty, you have to push and hope everything comes out your way. So when did you know it was time to go? Because I know at some point you were thinking save fuel, and then you had to start thinking about, all right, I've saved enough fuel, I have to go. When was that cutoff for you?
Right when that caution came out, and it was kind of like, do I stay out or do I not stay out? So it basically came down to the end. I said, I think I have enough to make it if there's one more caution. If not, I'm going to be like running out coming off of 4, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna risk it. And luckily there was another 2 cautions, so I had enough and enough to do a little burnouts, luckily.
All right, man. Well, when you took the white flag, Hunter Reynolds was in front of you. He moves up to the outside lane. You stay committed to the yellow line. When did you know that this one was yours?
I didn't really until it said I was P1, because I knew they were going to get the run off the corner, and Jimmy was pushing as best he could, and I knew I was going to have to side draft a little bit, so I moved up a tiny bit to get some side draft, and then pulled it down because I knew there was a third lane too, and I had honestly no idea who got it until it said.
All right, man. Well, nice job. An outstanding drive to bring it home in the top spot. Josh, shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, just, everybody puts on the league. Peter, Sean, Zach, Jimmy, both Zachs, Anthony, everybody that does something here for OP and KRU for putting on the broadcast. My teammates, Cody, Vince, Adam, and Miles, just for trying to keep my head in it their last couple of.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Once again, congratulations. Josh, you were well above the cut line before this one. Now, I feel like you are truly locked in to playoff contention. Nice job.
Thanks, guys.
That is Josh Ball, driver of the number 1, getting it done here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, Josh Ball from Nightmare Esports. Now let's move on to a driver who finished in second place. Give me just a second here as I try and get this one rounded up. And where'd he go? There he is. I found him. He didn't move. I just can't see. That is the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Hunter, I'm gonna interrupt whatever it was you were saying.
Yeah, that was a very serious conversation. I'm actually pretty upset right now.
I mean, you almost won the race. I kind of feel it.
No, I'm playing. I did almost win. Yeah, man, we made all the right moves. It was just not your night sometimes.
So I'll tell you what, sometimes it truly just is not your night. However, that 26 was bad fast. You put it on pole position, maybe didn't pick up any stage wins, but no matter what, that 26 was up there all night long, and to pull away with a second place finish, you already got 1 win on the season. A solid performance here tonight. The regular season winding down, looking more and more like that playoff spot for you is locked up.
Yeah, pretty much. Just got to mind my P's and Q's here. But yeah, this thing was on rails all night, man. I love this track, and happy to put it on pole again. That was pretty exciting. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we did everything right at the end there. A good push from the bottom. My push here was getting side drafted coming out of 4, and good win to ball. But yeah, man, pretty happy with the second place. I mean, these Fords were just a good bunch tonight. I mean, we got top 4 Fords and a 6th, so and another one down there in 10th place. So these Fords are fast tonight.
All right, man. Well, Hunter, at some point, you have to block the high side, you have to block the low side. But when it's all said and done, when did you feel that you made the right move at the right time?
Yeah, I think it was when the 16 and the 41 got jacked up on the high side, and if I didn't clear up there in front of Peter, Josh Ball was going to clear. And typically the middle, maybe even the third lane is always fast coming out of turn 4. And we were fast. Like I said, my pusher was just getting side drafted. But yeah, that was the move, I think. And if I would have let Josh Ball get clear, he would have had the preferred lane on me. So that was the move. Even before that, me and Kevin drove all the way up to the front and avoided the wreck. So yeah, everything just went together. That was the move. And like I said, I don't think I did anything wrong. So it was close.
All right, man. Well, nice job. A second and third place goes to the Reynolds family. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yep. Of course, shout out my dad. Shout out my teammates. Appreciate y'all. Gabe, hope you're doing good out there, brother. UKR up in the booth, do a great job. Appreciate all the OP admins putting in all their hard work that they do. And thank you to everybody watching.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter Reynolds, driver of the number 26, bringing it home in second place. Now we have just one more driver on the podium to talk about, and that is none other than the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy, congratulations on a third place finish here tonight.
Hey, appreciate it, KR. Good talking to you tonight.
Man, I'll tell you what, that third place finish, those are hard to come by.
Yeah, they are, man. That top 5 is hard to come by around here, so I'm glad.
Podiums, top 5s, race wins, they're all hard to come by.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, man, that 17 really went through some hard times here tonight, but somehow when that checkered flag flew, you were there. You were there. Tell me a little bit about what you went through tonight.
Yeah, I got wrapped up in a couple cautions and actually had some wheel damage, but I didn't take my fast repair. And I was kind of playing it safe, just kind of riding mid-pack toward the back a little bit, trying to save the car. And towards the end, I ended up getting, instead of going with the normal fuel fill, I went ahead and topped it off. And that kept me on the rotation of, as the late cautions were happening, I was just moving further and further up, and it just set me right in a good spot for the green, white, checkered.
Oh man, that 17, Hall of Fame driver right here. Can't ever keep you down, Jimmy. A solid third place finish. What was going through your mind as you're watching the 26 battle with the 1 coming off of turn number 4?
Yeah, see, that's a rough one because that's my boy on the outside leading, and I'm down there in third-ish, right behind the inside leader. So I need to do my due part in racing, like I should, and help Josh out too. So I mean, this is a rough spot for a daddy to be in, but we're here to race, right? We're here to push. We're here to help people out. So there you go. I'm glad Josh got a win tonight. Hunter got second. I got third. I think I already have a win. I think Hunter's got a win this season already. So it was a real good points night for us. I can't be any happier tonight, man. I thought it was pretty cool.
All right, Jimmy. Well, solid finish for you here tonight. You already had 1 race win on the season. A solid third place finish only can help your cause to make it above the cut line of 24th in points. So, Jimmy, nice job here tonight. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add?
Thank you to the wife for letting me come do this kind of thing, and appreciate Hunter for all he does as always. Appreciate you for broadcasting, all the admins of the league, all the racers for showing up, because without them, there'd be no us.
All right, Jimmy. Well, nice job, man. And once again, congratulations on that third step of the podium.
Thanks, buddy.
That is Jimmy Reynolds, driver of the 17, bringing it home in third place here tonight. So that is going to do it for us. The Bumpy Road 250 done and over with. I hope you guys will join me next week as we head to the smooth Daytona for race number 10 of the season. And so with that being said, I hope you all have a good night. And so until I see you next week. Oh, wait, hold on. I do want to say the Powder Puff race is happening in September. That is coming up quick, and it is going to be one to watch. We will be here for it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I know I am. and might have a special surprise here or there for that as well. So keep that in mind. I'm going to talk about that some more next week, but the Powder Puff race coming here in September. So until then, and until next week, y'all stay safe, have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you once again next week.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.